Right, hello once again YouTube. Welcome back to some more Stormworks. I can't remember if I thought I was going to do more Stormworks or From the Depths, but I ultimately decided on more Stormworks. Today, I figured we'd have a little go at trying to actually mine some resources, to actually try the main feature of the whole Infinity mod, mining and refining things, or at least make a start on it. However, that task turned out to be a bit harder than I expected. You might notice this truck is a bit weird looking. It's not because I grabbed one off the workshop. This was one of my own designs. It's a truck called the Workhorse, or rather it was. It is not the same one that I originally designed because, as it turned out, actually getting to anywhere where you could start mining, what is happening over here? It's kind of difficult. The excavator that I built, I've thrown this together as well, and I didn't even have an excavator design. It's very basic, skid steer, arm lifts up and down, that moves up and down for the drill. Oh shoot, I need to pull that back because it's actually causing warp, but it's actually causing the thing to talk because, yeah, weird physics. But yeah, I've had to throw it together, and then found out that the truck that I had, the main workhorse, which is not this one, this was heavily modified. You can probably tell by the fact the deco stops here and the top cab's quite plain looking compared to the bottom. I had to basically rebuild my lorry cab to actually work properly. I've actually finally got a decent land vehicle. Lift the stabilizers, that might help a little bit. Oh, it's not great. Why are you talking like this? Yeah, it still works with slightly weird physics, don't help either. What I'm going to do, hopefully, is let's quickly... I'm going to tie this thing down. Though we'll have to actually tighten the ropes as well because they're not tight enough by default. If I've got that the right way around, that should be winding in. This thing actually tried to roll off the back as well, as you might be able to tell by the fact I've had to raise the rear, the ramps. Keeps that tight. The other side. Oh god, it's drifting off the thing. It's coming off the lorry bed. Wedge in. Hang on. Okay, let's turn this to the vehicle thing. Tell you what, let's empty out. Can we empty out those rope containers that are on the thing? No. That'll do it. Let's add an empty rope thing here and start it connected. Hopefully that'll... And if we actually use the ropes that are in the game by default, let's actually start it tied down so it shouldn't move as much, hopefully. Like I say, actually transporting things in this game is actually, as it turns out, a little tricky. But it's kind of something I want to show off, like the realities of actually doing it. These are kind of loose as well. Go on, get in. Move up to max. Convinced that'll be tight enough either, so let's pull these. Tighten and quickly pull the other one on the other side in. Nope. Probably only leave the front ones tight to be okay. Oh, this one's named wrong. Oh, okay. Great. I wonder if we're having trouble before. They probably need to be a bit faster as well, which is something we can set. But again, this is thrown together just today to test this stuff. Right. There's some physicsing happening, but let's get the truck moving. Hopefully I'll override it. Left the legs. You can tell it's not very complete because there's stuff thrown everywhere. Oh, right, and it... Z, I love you. I love your stuff. Your gearbox starts to drive for some reason. Don't know why. Let's get rolling. The mine is over this way. I do have some notes already about the DLC. Well, I don't know if this is a DLC thing. This might be a general thing. Hoppers are really heavy. Like, seriously heavy, even though they're empty. Like, those four hoppers there. Like, this is not the first version I've tried to do of this. It's taken one failure to even get this far. The one I started with was just far too heavy. It was crushing the suspension on the rear of this thing. I've actually moved it further to the middle after what happened last time and got less of them. And they're empty. There's nothing in them. I'm like, shouldn't this be 90% empty space? Why are they so heavy? Like, so yeah, a bit of a slight flaw because this is I mean, it does have an enormous engine, this truck, but it's not a small vehicle. Oh, God, we're losing the thing. Is it because I'm going too fast? Probably, but I have to go at least reasonably quick, or we'll never get to where we're going. But yes, we're to do a bit more spotlighting. We're using I can't remember who made the display gauge, but we're using ZE's gearbox and engine controller, and they seem to work reasonably well. Actually, what I'm saying, they seem to. I know they work reasonably well. I've been using them on trains for ages, but this is the first time I've really set them up with proper manual. No, not manual, automatic control on a ground vehicle like this, and it works really nicely. This thing accelerates nicely. It shifts up when it should. It is slipping a little bit, but that's the price to pay to actually be able to reach any decent speed. It is slower than it was before, but I think that's just because this thing's heavy. Do I have a disconnector added anywhere, or am I stuck with this thing now it's attached? I actually don't know that I can disconnect the trailer. There. Unless it disconnects on the trailer itself somewhere. This is this was a pre-made chassis that I saved for making new trailers for this thing in the future. It's just only just actually got around to ever making any for it. I feel like we're going to lose our digger, but we'll do what I can. I would drive the digger out on its own. Just have a hopper wagon. But, yeah, downside of that is the digger's not quick. It's a lot quicker than it was. I was originally running it with small motors, but even when it's moving at full speed, it then only has a not enormous amount of fuel. So we have to be a little bit careful of that because it has to run... It's diesel electric. It has to run the generators to run for an extended period of time. But what we're going to try and do is go out there, collect some ore, and maybe take it to the terminal. Then maybe ship the ore out from the terminal of our train if we can. We should be able to drop it off. If you see those hoppers underneath the big drill head, that should be able to drop ore off out of both sides. So in theory, we could drop it off at the terminal, collect it up in a train, and drive it up to one of the refineries. Oh boy, we'll need to design a new train wagon, or at least modify slightly one of the ones I've got. But I'd like to try actually like running this mod through like the gambit of like here's the things you could do with it. I think we might also have to ship out and collect some coal as well to do the refining. I believe this is a iron quarry, so I believe we should be able to make steel if we combine iron ore and coal. Slight thing I will add, I don't believe there's ever an actual real tutorial in game for how to do this. This is just what I remember seeing in the patch notes. So hopefully I'm right on that one. God, that digger looks sketchy, but I think we're okay. Yeah, the weather's not great. I've got the time locked today. Partly because I couldn't see anything when I was testing it, partly because this thing, it has lights. I have not rigged them back up again yet. Like I say, it's a case of I wanted to get something else out today, and it was taking too long to get this thing working, and I had some other stuff on today, which is also eating into the time, so we're going as is. We'll do it live. I think we've been stuck in first gear for most of this trip because we can't get any speed up, but hey-ho. That's not too bad. We've got fuel. I think. I believe we've got fuel. We certainly don't have a warning yet. We should have about 2,800 fuel on board this thing. We've got 4 of those large tanks. I believe they hold about 700-800 each. This engine is a modular engine, so it should be pretty sippy, really. I believe that's the terminal, so that's where we'll be taking the ore back to. We've also got to deal with unloading the digger. If it falls over, I'll probably cut it and cut back to when we get it back. But we'll see how it goes. But why are we slowing down? Is it because we're going uphill? It's just because we're going uphill. Okay. Yes, that's the terminal. Oh, how do we... I'm going to have a quick look with the camera. How do we load into that? It must be possible, right? Hang on. Well, we may have to work that one out later. Oh. Sorry, truck. I've stalled it. Now, can we get up the slope carrying this thing? So, hello, what are you? A little bunny rabbit. Oh, it's a little bunny. Hello. Haven't seen one of those yet. They're cute. Alright, let's go. Head of speed. By head of speed, I mean 42 miles an hour. That ain't too bad. What should we do now? Less. The only thing is, this dial is not very visible. I think I have to move that up a block, but again, built in a hurry. Not done. Not done, just done enough to function. Despite that thing's efforts to slide off, it hasn't actually managed it, so I'd say the tie down has worked. But I'll also say I'm very glad we did that, because I do not believe it would have stayed on if we hadn't. Maybe some rims on the edge of the flatbed. It's already a over-width flatbed, really, but it kind of has to be, given it's carrying an oversized load. Okay, El Digger. The digger is also, again, very primitive, but but having some trouble getting the sort of building a sort of manipulator arm for it, so it ended up just being a simple little lift arm thing, and an up and down on a rail that's basically just either goes full up or full down to lift it from the ground a lot. There's the old mine we visited last time. It was a bit less foggy, but here it is. We may end up changing the weather if we can't see anything on the way back, because I'd like to be able to get another nice little look at the island. We're just on creative at the moment. We're not on survival or career, I think it's called. $41. Yeah, not awfully slow. It's not quick, but if we have to take it further than the terminal, I may end up again cutting some stuff out, but like I say, I want to get a bit of an idea of what the actual reality of actually doing some of these things in game is like, because the trailers look great and they're fun, but they don't always give the best idea of, like, how does this actually go in practice when you try to do it. Why are these jammed? Oh, it's the back of the... Oh, hang on. Okay, let's shift the truck so we're not doing that. Right, oh, he's running. Okay. Didn't even realise it was running. Right. Should we have to put the legs down now? Yeah, there we go. I don't know that it'll do an enormous amount, but it might help. I need to work out what the right angle is to actually... Oh. That should do it. It might be a bit narrow on reflection, but... Right. Oh. I might be at risk of getting squashed if I stand there too long. Oh, is it going to try and... I need to get on this thing quick. It's trying to unload itself. And if it goes over the side, I'm not sure how easily I'll be able to... I'll be able to recover it. There it goes. Right. Let's do what we can. Oh. Okay. And brake. Cool. Okay. So, let's engage the generator. Not the most sophisticated of engines, as you can probably see by the fact it's completely exposed, but it's functional. Right, let's go find an oil patch, shall we? I like it. It's simple, but it works. Looks kind of cute. Yeah, I was going to say, I seem to remember there was an oil patch around here. Oh, there's a few of them. I wonder if they just get generated over time. Like around the base of the excavator, or whether it's random per save. Okay. Now we need to get into the mining arm. Is it working? Oh, it is working. Is it picking things up, or does it just extract? Oh, don't tell me it just extracts them. Do I actually need another machine to collect them? Oh, no. I thought it would... Yeah, I thought it was supposed to... Oh, is it because it's full of coal? I never emptied it. Oh. Get that gunk out of here. We'll move on to a different bit of the patch. Different patch. Yeah, whoops, that's my bad. I forgot that was still loaded. Oh, hang on, it is spitting out the normal rocks. Okay. Are we filling up? Yeah, we're filling up vinyl. How's the power doing? We are running it down. Throttle to full. This is generated to its limit because it does use a fair bit of fuel. Okay. Drill disabled. Let's lift her up. That's what I said about the fuel. It's not going down tremendously quickly, but it's enough that you can notice it. If you want the battery recharging at full speed. Let's be a little bit careful on the approach because we do not want to lose this thing now that we're actually loaded. Really is probably a case of I should have loaded this up. I made this the thing's a bit wider, but there we go. We'll turn that down now. Whoa. Brake. Oh, that actually stops it sliding a lot. Let's put the brake on. Let's charge the battery up a bit. Oh! I never engaged the clutch for the generator. That wouldn't help. Okay, anyway. Right. Let's retie it. Let's tie it on the other side as well, because it's sliding this way. Right. These are the ones where they're worded wrong. This one worded wrong? No, that one's worded right. It's just that one that's wrong for some reason. I must have cross-wired them. That should be solid enough. Get away with a bit as long as they're all right. Mostly just because we don't want it sliding off the lorry. We don't necessarily need to bring it with us, but there's a chance we'll need to mine coal as well. So I want to know exactly how much I want to have it with us if we do, because I don't want to have to come back and get it. And also we want to practice loading it, because again, I want to see the reality of this. I want to see how much work it actually takes to make this thing sort of work and see how enjoyable it actually is. Obviously we could design better kit for this, but like with a very basic setup, is it any fun? Like, right, and how difficult is it? I'm getting some slide going on, that might be physics. Okay, let's correct that by moving out. Oh, too quick. And handbrake was on. Apologies for the sound. The wind is very noisy, and the actual sound of the engine is not very loud at all. There, I can hear it cranking, turning over, but I don't know if you guys can. Let's go to low speed. Hang on a minute. Oh, what custom weather? First of all, let's. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, that's the debugger view. Don't need that. Hang on. Oh, that's weather max, is it? Fog off. Right, let's go. We're Check the terminal first and see if we can unload from there, because I genuinely don't know how this works. I'm also not sure how going downhill with all this on the back is going to work, but... Oh, what we didn't do, we could have stayed there and mined way longer, because we could have loaded the ore into the lorry. But it might be a good thing we haven't, because again, I don't know how unloading at that terminal works, if we even can. Seems the tie down's been more effective this time as well. The thing's not trying to slide around as much, so that's good. Does look nice. It's one of the things I like in games like this, is just watching your stuff actually doing its thing. We're on full throttle, we are. We're actually going to be able to switch up a gear. I don't even think... I'm not even sure I can switch up a gear going downhill. Oh no, we did! We actually changed gear. Yeah, 50 miles an hour. Hey, we're going fast. Potentially at the time we don't want to be. Let's let it ride out on the flat and slow down. Got to half throttle. I think it automatically changed down just there. Can we load off into here? Oh, neutral. Sorry, engine. Oh, I'm not doing this poor engine any good by throwing maneuvers like that a bit by accident. Right. I have to admit, for a supposed terminal, I'm seeing no drop-offs. I'm not even seeing loading. Hang on, unless I just can't see it because it's too dark. No. Does that mean it's just a train stop? Or is it meant to just be for, like, loading things? I don't know. Where is the nearest refinery? Thomas train stop? John Harris Plateau. Gold dirt separator. We did find one before, right? Aluminium terminal. Is there a refinery somewhere? There should be somewhere, right? Storage. Brains. Train yard. Expo village. Midwell Island. Garage. Observatory. Screech Trading Yard. So they will buy stuff there. Steel and iron. Iron ore? Do we have to see? I guess that's iron ore, so I guess we could sell iron ore down there. Oh, Empire Industries Metal Ore Foundry. Okay. Is there any way to tell the train lines apart from the normal ones? Maybe. That goes around there. I'm going to follow this train line around the island and see what the nearest stop to us would be. Oh, it must go to a tunnel there. I reckon it comes out there. Aluminium terminal goes around to there. There's a junction here. Of course, there's the line here. There should be a train line over there then, right? Where am I facing? Probably shouldn't be leaving the truck idling, but there should be a train line over here then, right? Yeah. We could send a train to come meet it over here and load it up. Okay, we'll do that. I'll bring the truck over to there. Like I said, I should probably have loaded into the truck, but for the sake of offloading. Or lorry. Whatever. I'm so used to hearing the American term for it that it's sticking. Right. Handbrake off. Shift up. Power engage. Yeah, that's my boy. Look at him go. Oh shoot, we've had a collision. Did we break anything? No. Okay. Is it a collision? I think we're catching on some terrain or something. Yeah, come on, right. Be a little bit careful with things like that. Don't want to break anything. Don't have any welding torches on board. Yeah, so if we brake carefully there. In fact, what I might even do is neutral again. And brake. Neutral and brake. Okay. Turn it off because it's going to need to stop for a moment. And Legs down. So what we'll do, like I say, we'll bring the train round, we'll unload directly into it, and we'll run down to the iron ore works and see what we have to do next. I guess the idea would be we'd also need coal. What I don't know is how we actually command it to unload. Right, so let's go to... We'll leave that vehicle there. Train yard is here, I believe, so we'll go to... No, Clark Airport doesn't have a train yard. Where is the nearest train yard? Or do they have one as well? There's a train line, right? I'm not imagining that. No, it must be, because we're on it. Actually, what is the... Come on, there must be a train... Oh, hang on. Right. Unlocked a base on the save. There is one. Okay. What we'll do, we'll modify a... Uh-oh. I'm not seeing any disasters marked on the map. Why is the siren sounding? Oh! Is it just that one? Okay, we may have to also avoid a tornado. This was not on the schedule. Okay. Where's the... There we go. I notice we have multiple workbenches there. I wonder if that means we can load more than one train in. Right, we'll want a gold mouse. This is by far my most capable, easy to use train. And we will want a... We'll want to move it forwards, for one thing. And we shall need... I have one transport. It is the Lamia. What we're going to do, for the sake of my sanity and not having to unload all the cars again, for the 12th time at this point, I'm going to load it, and then we're going to go back, and we're going to sever it. I know it's very cruel, but there we go. It is but a single part of the snack. At the very least, we should there we go. Yeah, we'll just have one car for it. To make it a lot lighter. Then we also need to... Yeah, I was going to say, where's the... There. Because I believe, if I remember correctly, these things unload from the side. I think if we just put an outlet on that side and get it into position, it should spit out pretty much directly into the thing. Let's also do a... What do you call it? Toggle. Side. Now, it does technically have an unload as well. Already. But, that's on the bottom, where I expected the unload to be. And we saw from the refinery last time that doesn't seem to be the case. I really don't know why. Because that is normally where trains would unload. They would normally unload at the bottom of most cars, I'd have thought. It could be that I'm looking at the wrong thing, so we'll leave it there. We'll say this is the basic mine rail setup jank thing name too long. I'll do it. Are we on the right rail? We are here. If we look that way, is that going the right way? It's backwards, isn't it? Oh, we're going to have to reverse. Is there a turntable? Is there a turnaround for that matter? If we go around that way... Oh, no, if we go around that way and come around... Yeah, okay, I think we can go around. We can go in reverse, but I'd like to go forwards. I didn't empty it either. Okay, you know what we can do? In that case, we can go... Yep, that's everything. Easy solution. Now I don't have to take the turnaround. Right. Empty all the coal out of it. So it's full of coal because, of course, they built them for the steam trains. But they don't just have to be steamed anymore. In fact, you can even set what will go in them. I guess you could do a sorting system, right, by just having just a bunch of these on an angle, and it just only accepts the right ones for it. It'd be kind of cute. Okay. Like I said, I do have a bunch of other trains, but Goldmaster is one of the few that still works, and that's because it's diesel. And I do like the devs, but every time they update Steam, they break my trains. And that is no different at the moment. All of my old workshop ones are, I believe, currently broken. Let's move off. And we can take the turns at about, I think it was up to about 60 miles an hour we found out last time. So what I think it will do for this episode, we'll run out, we'll bring the stuff back to the refinery, and then we'll see what happens there, but we'll probably call it about that. Right. A little bit of wheel spin, but that's fine. Wheel spin is still very much an issue. It's, I would say, far too easy to wheel spin. I don't know if there's anything like a... What do they use on real trains? Sanders? Is there like a real equivalent of a sander? I have no idea, but... Not a real equivalent of a sander. What do I mean? An in-game equivalent of a sander, because that's what they use sometimes when they're going quite tough on a certain route. They'll literally like pour sand on the rail in front of the train. Oh, actually, let's change down. That's looking quite sharp. Plus, okay, we're going to accelerate that. It's not too bad. What I don't know, yeah, these wheels aren't on bogies anymore because, of course, they got rid of the turning bogies by default. So I had to be a little bit careful because the train's effectively longer than it once was. What I don't know is which way the crossing up ahead is set to. I believe those are the switches. No, that's the road, isn't it? We have screens for visual ahead because, yeah, actually building a train that has the windows in the right place, a little bit trickier than you might imagine in this game. Why is the game slowing down like crazy? Are we near the tornado? Is this because the other vehicle's loaded in? It shouldn't be lagging that bad, right? I do not know why we're slowing down so much here. Not because of that stuff, is it? Well, at least it gives us player time to react. Maybe the tornado's doing something physically. Not quite sure what that symbol's supposed to be. I know it's supposed to be decoration, but... Oh no, it's recovering now. Frame rate's coming back again. Yeah, the signal was set right. The speed is 50. We should be okay around this corner. We're not turning. Oh, what happened there? Ugh. Oh, the frame rate's back. Yeah, I don't know why it died like that for a moment, but... How fast are we going? Not hugely. Let's slow it down to about half of even that. I'm going to stop just past here and change the track. Yeah, sorry, we're going to be parking on the road. It's probably illegal for train drivers or something, but yeah, we're not official. I've got brakes on this thing, right? Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, what the heck? That's totally set to go right. What? Yes, let's switch them both and see what happens. Left the door open as well. Have I technically been stalling the engine the whole time by still having it in gear? Whoops. Right. It should be going... What? No. Is that a glitch? Why do we still go left? We want to go right. Let's hit him again. It may be a visual glitch. Or maybe a glitch where it has to be set once before it actually starts going the right way, but or we might have already been on that rail. We might have to go back a bit further, which we'll also try. I don't know where the points actually start as far as the game is concerned. Turn the engine off. Yeah, eradicate. Yeah, let's change it back again and see what's going on there. Is there any way to reach it if we can't turn right? I don't even know if there is. Alright. Take us to the right. Same for you. Both to the right. Skip because it's faster than walking. Right. Got a fairly nice beefy engine in there. It's got two of the, no, 3 or 4 medium cylinders, I believe. For its small size, it's reasonably beefy and reasonably quick. And yet, also reasonably sippy. Doesn't use no fuel, but doesn't use a huge amount. Yeah, what? We're still not turning. You see the jankiness there? Is it said to do with the train design? Was it trying to, but it's... Can't make the turn? Where are we even... Yeah, we are going the wrong way. You know what we can potentially do, though? We could forward out to the next crossing and then turn round. So let's try that. Then reverse. We'll see if that works. It's not really what I wanted to do, but... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, better not accelerate too quickly. Yeah, no, it can't be the turn, because look how quickly we're... Well, I mean, we're not going tremendously fast, but we're doing 50 on this, and it's fine. This is a lot sharper than the points. Maybe that's what I need to tell the devs. Broken point crossing on that particular turn. I don't know them personally, but they have the bug tracker. Okay, clutch out. And brake on. Reverse. Oh, God, yeah, that's going to be the only downside. If we do have to do that, we're going to have to do it in reverse. And we've only got one gear. It's going to be so slow. Mind you, you've only got to go up to that corner. So I guess all we've got to do is go pick up the lorry and then come back. Right. Right, we should be good to go there. We should be well past the turn. We'll try doing it at speed as well to see if it's some kind of weird hopping tracks thing. What is this? I've only just noticed this. What are you? What is this? Is this meant to be a semaphore? No, it can't be, right? There's nothing on it. A signal or whatever? I don't know. Right, we're in reverse. We're in reverse. Brakes off. Clutch on. Throttle up. That's as fast as we'll be going. How fast are we doing? 26. Not a complete slow coach, but it's not quick. A little bit of resistance over the point. Yeah, look, that's fine. That's going where we're supposed to. There's usually a bit of resistance going over the points in this game, but it does feel like we're slowing down, or it could be... No, we are doing the same speed. It might just be the lag again. Is it loading in? Is this it like loading in the other vehicle, and that's why it's slowing down? I wish I could tell you guys, but I don't know myself. But yeah, don't know why that other point wasn't working. Bit of a nuisance, because it means we have to go this way, although... Where's the refinery? Was it there? Actually, that's not too bad, considering it's there. We're going forward. Yeah, that's probably the shortest route, actually. I was thinking we'd take a round trip, but this is quicker. Yeah, I get the idea of being able to remotely control those points, because you can. If you build a radio setup, you can remotely activate the points. Given there's no way on the map to tell what they're on, I feel like I'd honestly be happy just having a little, like, visual on the map of, like, points this way or points this way. I just, like, click it and you just manually set them. Because then we don't have the confusion of, like, why is this... Well, that might be a glitch anyway, that one's not turning, but I feel like it might be more convenient, or at least have the option for that. Just, it's like, I know it's less engineering-y than Stormworks normally does, but I think a bit of abstraction there might be for the best. But, I don't know. Because you can't... you can't really tell which way they're going, right? I don't think there's any way to get feedback on them. They might transmit data back, but I don't believe they do. So it's like, even if you send a switch request, the only way you're going to know which way you're going to turn is once you can see the light, right? I don't know. Anyway, this is where we go back the other way, and it puts us that way. Right. Yeah, it is annoying how slow we're going. We might even cut it once we've loaded up and come back to it next time, but... yeah, it's been interesting. Like I say, I wanted to give a sort of real look at, like, this is how it actually is, to actually try it. So I do like this game, but it does have some issues, and this is the sort of thing that it tends to get. Which is a shame, because you fix a lot of those, and you'd have something really good. Like, I'm not somebody who complains as much as some of the people on the Steam discussion, especially. Like, it's like, guys, it's not that bad. They are giving you cool stuff. I know people complain about the multiplayer being broken. I'm like, frankly, that doesn't surprise me. Given the game, I'm kind of astounded it has multiplayer at all. It is a shame. I do know it doesn't work great, because I have tried it with people, but... I also know how difficult that would actually be to fix, or at least most likely. Right, we're almost at the truck. Let's cut the engine, clutch off. Let's roll past that signal box. Whoa. Hello, seagull. Why is there a seagull in the desert? I just realised. What? Realised. Also, don't drain the battery. Cool. Let's load her up. Yeah, I reckon part of it is the game is slowing down because it was loading this in. I'll explain part of the slowdown. Already set up to unload. We just need to actually take it off the thing. Disconnect the ropes. So we did get a repeater last time. A bit sliding off midway. Come on, just get me via the chair. That's all I need. There we go. Right, reverse. On brake off. Okay, that one okay. Approach slowly. We do not want to concuss the train or take it out by accident. Does our arm lift high enough to load? I think it should. I did design it to be fairly high up. I might even approach from the rear of the train. Not ideal. Like I say, we may... this is the realities of it. We haven't really tested a lot of this stuff, so... it may indeed be a problem. Hey, no, that should be alright. That should load. Right. And let's go. Release the material. Hey, it's working. Not leaking anything. Sides, bottom. Nope, we're good. I will take this thing off the tracks as well, because we don't want to accidentally smack into it with a train if we come back to this spot. Just need to be careful with the battery, because of course this thing will run out. Why can I still hear rock noises? You're not unloading anymore, right? Yeah, it's false. It's shut. We're looking at the bottom? No, that's shut. We've got 27 iron ore on board. Well, I guess that's where we'll leave that there. For now, let me know what you guys have been thinking about this. I know, obviously, like, it's not from the depths. I haven't abandoned it. I'll be back from the depths at some point. I always do. Probably soon, but yeah, let me know what you've been thinking about this. This has been a bit of different experience. I know it's a bit slower. We're sort of both doing more and less, which is a weird spot to be in. Oh, one other thing we need to do before we end. Yeah, we do have a horn sound as well. But yeah, next time we'll get to actually unloading the ore at the refinery and see what we need to refine. I have a feeling we need coal. So we'll probably have to come back here, load the digger back up, and then find a source of coal. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know what the best places for coal are. I actually don't know where the refineries are on the side. We might even maybe try and do a A rail car that can load the drill, potentially, I suppose. Uranium mines. Mass hole shaft, that's the volcano. Which we slightly exploded, although we are on a different save because of the last one corrupted. Where's the coal? Where's coal mined? Call that separator. I was about to finish up right here, but I just realised I don't actually know where you get this stuff. Mass hole shaft? No. Street training yard? No. That's where you sell stuff. Khan Industries? No. Where do you load? Where do you get coal? Hello? Do you even mine it on this island? Is it mined for a different island? Hello? We may have to hope I'm wrong on that. We don't actually need to, but if we do, well, that'll be an issue for next time. Hopefully you guys have all enjoyed. I'll catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.